Like Touch is the worst cop ever. Like he
He went from the smartest to the dumbest, like quick.
A dope fiend. You know what
Quick.
I mean? He's the worst cop to like have as a friend, pretty much. Like you go, like you would think that you would be able to go to Touch and be like, man, like Touch, what do we do? Leave town. Like, okay, we could have thought of that, bro. Like we need your help, man.
While this is going on, Joe's told Leon and Kathy to get rid of the Porsche. I mean, the was it a Lamborghini or Porsche?
Lamborghini.
Tells them to get rid of it, throw it in the ocean. That's what we talked about. Leon lets Kathy drive. He wakes up there at a chop shop.
Yeah.
He's like, why?
She's trying to get her paper.
But he's like, this, we don't need no links. We don't need no, we need to get rid of this car. She like, this is the fastest way to get rid of it. They're gonna break it down fast. Not a smart idea.
It's not, because somebody gonna come looking for that thing. Yeah.
Right. But he's not with it. But she's like taking charge of it, like, yeah, I'm trying to sell it. The chop shop dude come out. She like, yeah, I'm trying to get 60 for it, 60 grand. He like, nah, I'll give you 25. And she like, nah, I need at least 50. And she like, he like, nah, I'll give you 30, 35. That's it. So he goes from being like the background to let me stick my chest out and make this deal happen.
Right.
He ends up getting the deal for 50 by playing with the dude.
Right.
In comes the sex scene, which I know you loved.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean by
that? You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer. No matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. Hola.
Back for another one.
We're back for another one. We're not your average Joes.
Episode 5.
Bro, that was corny. Yeah, this is Average Joe, episode 5.
Episode 5.
I tried to throw a joke in there. So this is Average Joe, episode 5. We are now. Oh, let me start it off right. Brian was right.
What do you say, man? I'm always right. Talk about it, man. I do this, bro. You know what I mean? I'm in the writing room, fam.
Brian was right. Joe escaped.
Oh, boy, dead.
And dude is dead.
Yeah, he laid out, man. He got riddled, bro.
Yeah. They could have saved him. Hey, we don't know if he's dead, technically. Let me say that. No, he is dead because they did say it.
Dead. They planted something on him. He was at the scene. He was at the scene hours later.
I was about to say. So how does the episode start though? Does it start at there? It starts there?
It started. No, she was the wife was in an Uber with her old muse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, not a muse, but I think they was just like colleagues at one point. They probably like, used to flirt with each other or whatever back when they were single. And
so what we realized, what I think I realized, a lot of the beginning scenes when they do flashbacks, it has something to do with the story, right?
Yeah. And I don't think that was a present moment at the time.
No, it clearly wasn't because after she drops him off in the Uber, she goes home and she tells her daughter's like excited because she tells her like, I got a way to send you to somewhere she was trying to go, I guess.
You're right. Yeah.
And she was like, I got a way to send you there, but she was like, don't tell your dad. I'm gonna tell your dad. I'm trying to figure out what that has to do with anything though.
What her going to? What was it? A school situation?
She just said I could send you somewhere. I guess it was a trip she was trying to go to.
Oh, okay. I don't think they had it. I think that was just straight dialogue. I don't think that was anything like big in the story. I think she was just having dialogue with her daughter. I don't think it went anywhere.
What? Okay, so it had to have something to do. Where did she say she was sending her? Do you remember?
I do not remember. Because I remember like once that scene was over and she got back to the crib, like It was the title card, and then Joe was in the store still.
And they had a toilet with a plug on it, but they had blood on the toilet.
Right.
I mean, not toilet, the
little bathtub plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying everything, the beginnings always have something to do with something.
Yeah, I know why. I know what. Oh, you talking about the beginning scene, not the title card?
No, the beginning scene.
No, I'm talking about like, yeah, okay. So when she was in the Uber, that part, all of that, I think that was. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why that was in there and what it had to do with this part, because she wasn't there at the store when Joe was doing all of that, because that could have been her earlier in the day. Like she could have been doing, Lyft or Uber, and then got home, and then Joe came home like, yo, we gotta go. We gotta pack our stuff and get out of here.
That would make sense, but that's not how that scene ended. It started with her picking up dude get in the car, recognize her. They're talking about when they worked at a law firm. He's like, I thought you were going to be a lawyer after you left.
Right.
And she like, nah, I'm just happy. You could tell she ain't happy while she's saying it, but she's like, nah, I'm happy at home, whatever. She drops him off. I thought she dropped him off at that store.
She did.
It was a peanut butter store?
Was the peanut butter store? It looked like it was just like a venue. I don't know if it was the peanut butter store. No, I really didn't pay attention to that part. I thought she was just dropping them because that was his daughter's like get together or something, right? Like he had a present in his hand.
He had a present in his hand.
Yeah, so I think he was going to his daughter's like party, and I think that was the venue where they were holding the party. I don't know if that was the peanut butter store though.
Okay. But then she gets home, and like I said, she's excited because she's telling her daughter, I figured out a way how to send you or to pay to send you somewhere.
And why would she even say that? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, what did that conversation have to do with sending her daughter somewhere? Was she gonna get money from old boy? She's gonna give.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm lost. So maybe that's gonna come back later. Maybe it's gonna come back in it later.
Oh yeah, it's coming back. Like, dude, and he didn't just. I mean, or they could have just been letting you know her thought process at the time. Like, man, my life is really messed up right now. Like, my husband got us through this. Like, got us in this crazy thing. I got this disease, and she's not happy, and she felt like her life could have been totally different if she would have followed her career versus being, working from home.
And we don't know the time. We don't know if this is during when everything. We don't know if this is before or after everything went down. She was talking about sending her daughter to Europe, and she had a way. We don't know what that way is. We don't know the relevance in that.
Yeah, I think that might come back, if anything, like the way that she figured out how to send her to Europe.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's so many things that could be right now. It could be twists and turns in this show. Like she could know where the million is at.
Man, or the grandfather could have been like, yeah, I want to send my granddaughter here. I'm stealing this money. We don't know what's going on right now, but that it definitely has something to do with something. So that scene ends, them going upstairs, about to have sex. The scene ends. They show the drain plug with the blood on it. You said you know why that was? You think it was because of that shower?
The drain and the plugs where they put the neighbors.
I'll be slow on those. Yeah, you're right. I'll be slow on those. Yeah. So we cut in. We see the lady holding Joe at gunpoint. Joe's looking down at the dude, still trying to get help. It's a funny way to escape because he was like, "Touch, shoot now!" She turned around. He just took off.
I was just like, she go from being a hitman to like a total dummy.
Stupid.
Huh?
She went to being stupid. I thought it was hilarious because he runs out the back door and he's doing the old school. You know when somebody chasing you, hold the door.
Yeah.
You see, before she walks past the body though, she wipes her fingerprints, puts the gun in the peanut butter dude's hand, and picks up the shotgun to chase Joe. Joe holding the door like a little kid, trying not to get a whooping.
Right. And they find a chain and like, I don't know. I still don't understand how they tied it. Did the door have like a certain kind of a handle?
It looked like a regular door handle. So they tied the chain around the handle and around the bar and locked it.
All right. And she couldn't get out. And then they pretty much just sped off or whatever.
They drove past the cops that were pulling in. How she got out walking with a shotgun, I don't know though.
Being white.
I don't want to charge it to that, but it was
She walked off
definitely weird.
smooth with a weapon, bro. Like cops everywhere. She just walked down the street with a shotgun. Word.
Yeah. So Touch tells Joe and Leon, get your family and get out of that house.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
We know where they're going. They're going to the abandoned house that they're building.
Yeah.
So they in there. Kathy's going off on Leon because why was she even going off on him in the beginning of that scene? Like she was mad that they was there.
I mean, she's actually just been mad since this whole thing happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like this is kind of your fault. You know what I mean? And now that there's money involved, it's like you're not even really worried about that. And he keeps kind of talking to Leon like, you messed up. I mean, that's her dude. So she just riding for Leon at the end of the day. You know, and Leon is just like, you know what, man, F you. You know, like you could tell that there's a lot of tension between families right now because, you know, everybody's trying to blame everybody at this point. It's just like everybody just keeps getting killed. Like Deion Cole is just literally just at this point seeing like 5 dead bodies in span of 2 weeks. So it's like his whole life is changed. His family's life has changed, and everybody's trying to blame each other.
His breakdown in that van was hilarious.
But it was realistic though, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it felt like it was real. It wasn't like bad actor, but it was funny because of Deion Cole.
Yeah, it was hilarious. He was like, he died because of me. Everybody keep dying. So he's breaking down. Also, the daughter's going off on the mom because she doesn't want to be in that abandoned house. Everybody's pretty much mad at Joe and wants somebody to check Joe. Yeah.
Pretty much. And, you know, Joe is just, you know, he's just acting off of like his circumstances. You know what I mean? Like this is really on Joe more than anybody else. Cause like low key, I feel like Kathy and Leon could dip. Ain't nobody looking for them.
They literally could, because they, like you say, ain't nobody looking for them. They sticking around for the money. Literally.
Exactly. I would have been like, you know, hey bro, I'm out. You know what I mean? I got a family to look after, man. I can't be doing this every day. You know what I mean? But like, at this point, they're around for the money. Like they have their eyes on. They know that that's coming. So it's like whatever we got to do up until then, I'm rolling.
That's what we're looking for. So Touch shows up, gathers the whole family. He's like, "Give me all y'all phones. Don't log in on social media. None of that. The whole time I'm thinking the daughter's gonna find a way to let somebody know something because she's stupid.
Yeah.
He gives them all flip phones. They're like, Leon, you got the hard drive from the camera because Touch is like, yeah, they know about the peanut butter, and they know it's from there basically. So he like, but we got that hard drive, right? And Leon playing like he don't got it.
Right.
It's not the time to be playing, Leon.
He was like, I got it. I'm just like, dude, like, why are you like? They already mad at you for the peanut butter situation. It's like I kind of feel Leon a little bit. It's just like you already like you've never been in a situation like this before. Somebody tells you in the middle of the night, go grab like 35 cans of peanut butter. You're just like, how suspicious is that? Like, I'm everywhere buying peanut butter versus just buying a lot of peanut butter at one place. Like, it's still risky.
It ain't even
any way you do it.
It ain't even just buy 35, but from a place without a camera. He like without a camera. Y'all want me to go find a place without a camera and not buy all 35 from it
at night? You know what I mean? I'd have been kind of hot too. I'd have been like, look, you know what I mean? Next time y'all do it yourself. How about that? Don't ask me. I'm not getting anything.
It was dumb. What else happened after that? Oh, so Leon and Joe get into it. And then Kathy jumps. She is hilarious. Kathy is like, I'll knock you out.
She was like, I was about to knock you out. I was just like, yo, you don't get your wife faded, bro.
I'm about to drop you and your wife.
Hey, but I feel like Kathy got hands like one of them girls that you kind of like. It's kind of like, you know, 60-40. You know what I mean? It's just like if I get the best of you, then cool. But if you might get the best of me,
she got size on them too. Like
she's a small girl.
She was gonna get with him. But so they going off. The scene ends them going to bed, right? Like they just kind of like whatever, go to bed.
Yeah.
We cut to the Russian mob boss. He's sitting with a chameleon. The chameleon tells him everything that happened. It's funny because it's like she read Brian's script where she was like, I killed them because they were just doing too much.
Pretty much. It was just like, yeah, I couldn't trust him. You know what I mean? They wasn't trying to
Yeah,
sloppy. You know, she was like, you sloppy right now. And he was
yeah.
like, yo, eat
He was
this.
like, eat this pancake. She ate that pancake. He was like, you ever call me sloppy again, I'll burn your daughter's eyes out.
At this point, I was just like, yo, I'm not about to get into this with you. I don't even know this girl. You trying to get me like,
Man, that's her daughter, man. Even if it's not, for the fact that it's a chance that it's her daughter, she's not gonna let that go.
I need to meet her first. I need to meet her. I need to know that this is I guarantee you, and this is another prediction. That's not the daughter. I think it's her daughter is really gone. Like they buried her.
Okay. So when you said meet her, how could you confirm after meeting her?
I mean, it's like maybe a look, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, like this looks like me. This is like how I was when I was a kid, but a picture, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not going off of a picture. I'm just not.
I don't know how she could confirm either way, but
she technically couldn't confirm. But I feel like if you go through me meeting this person, I got questions. You know what I mean? Hey, little girl, like so where'd you grow up? Like, who's your mommy and daddy? You know what I mean? Like, she would have to given me a story. Like, she might slip. She gonna remember just like my mommy and daddy. Their names are blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
She's adopted.
I'll do some research or something. I don't know. I would rather see than see a picture. That's all I'm saying. Like,
right.
I'm not about to do all of this for some girl that might be dead still. I guarantee there's no daughter.
I don't think
he planned her.
Well, I don't know because you wrote this. You was there when it was writing it. So I ain't gonna argue with you no more. But for some reason, I feel like that is her daughter.
Yeah.
So then we cut to at the house. Joe's wife is sore because she don't got her medication, and the daughter's like she needs to take a shower. So Joe fixes the shower. Then they stomp out the hard drive, which I don't think is enough. Like you got to burn that thing. I think.
Absolutely. You don't just stomp out a hard drive, bro. That doesn't work like that.
No, that ain't good enough.
It might be corrupt, but you take that to a certain person, they'll put it back together.
Somebody gonna find a way. You got to burn that thing.
Yeah.
We cut to Joe's house though, and we know the chameleon's in there searching for clues and everything. Then the white couple shows up.
Hey, yo, I had a question. That's been the husband the whole time?
Yeah. The white husband?
Yeah, for some reason I felt like he looked younger. I mean, it looked older before versus now. I feel like now he looked like he was younger than her. Has that always been?
I remember that always being him, unless I'm tripping.
I just feel like he was like an older man. Like in the previous episode, like when they was being annoying, like at the diner, I don't feel like that was dude.
He always looked like Joe's age.
So it's just like she was just older.
Yeah. She always looked like that, but he always looked like the way he looks.
I gotta go back and look. I was just like, who is bro? I thought she was just cheating. she was just like, if you do this, I'll let you go in the back door.
Yeah, that's his wife. Like they just old and freaky.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know if you felt like this, but when they stepped up on that porch, I was like, thank God they're getting killed.
Absolutely. I couldn't wait. I was mad at the fact that I was like, man, I hope that they don't get away. I was just like, man,
I didn't want them to. I wanted them to die.
Yeah, I was like, I hope they get in there and they get caught, and they did.
Yeah. So they basically break into Joe's house. They find a key. Walk in, they see the chameleon. The chameleon turns around, says, "I'm the realtor for this house." The lady's like, "No, you can't be the realtor because I'm the one that sold him this house, so I'm the realtor for this house." He's basically the chameleon's trying to let them leave. Like, y'all leave out so I can clean this place up. But no, the white lady gonna be the white lady. Oh, yeah. No, I'm gonna figure this out. Give me your company. I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, some would have been a little like I read things like that too. Well, as soon as I'd have walked in, I'd have seen somebody, I'd have been just like, oh, okay, do your thing. I'd have dipped. I'd have been like, ain't got nothing to do with me. As soon as she would have been like low key lying too, I'd have been like, well, we out. Yeah, come on, girl. Oh, you're not coming? Peace.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Then so she kills them. She basically kills them both.
Yeah.
Does Touch get a call? Oh, what is Touch going over there for?
So Touch is slippery at the lips.
Oh, that's what. I'm messing up. Yeah, I'm skipping.
He was with the detective, and they were having a conversation about it, and he, you know, like pretty much I think that she was watching a video or whatever, right?
Mhm.
About like those two white guys in a previous episode that were,
Yep.
showing the head in the golf course and whatever. He was just like, who was that girl that you were talking to? Which
Yep.
you did say that, it's gonna come back. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like her going in there screaming at the top of her lungs. He was like, "Oh, that's my friend's daughter. She used to
Hey,
date the deceased." I'm like, you
I
didn't have
was
to say nothing.
disappointed. I was like, you can't get no dumb. He just like let it ride. He was just like,
Yeah.
she was like, yeah. So who was that?
I'm
Like,
like,
yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
my friend's daughter. Like, she was like, well, what was she doing there? She was trying to figure out why her boyfriend's decapitated head was found. She was like, what?
Like, why you didn't tell me that? Like, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have been like, I don't know who that
I'm
is.
like, it was some girl just going crazy. I don't know.
I'm just like, how black girls are. Should have been like, what?
Get mad at me for that, but don't ask me no more questions.
Exactly. Throw her off.
Yeah, so that's what they showed up for. They showed up to question because she's like, I need to question her.
Yeah.
Like face to face. So they showed up at the house. Of course, he knows she ain't there. So they walking up, they see the doors cracked. So guns pulled out. They walk in, they check in the house. The black lady goes upstairs. Touch sees the white lady's purse on the ground. This white lady got Viagra and cocaine in her purse. Which is crazy. So Touch take both of those. Then he hides the purse, which I was like, don't hide that purse.
He is a dope fiend. That dude.
All the way.
He was like, ooh, Viagra. I'm going to sniff this. And it was like, ooh, cocaine. That pure? That's that pure. I was like, this guy right here, boy, is wilding.
This is what confused me, though.
Mm-hmm.
When the detective saw the bodies, she didn't say nothing. She just took a picture of them.
Yeah, because Touch is like, he can't be trusted.
Right. It was like, why? So you think that's why she did it? Because she don't trust.
She don't trust Touch. Yeah, because she even said it once she did interrogate the daughter. She was just like, I didn't tell you about me taking the pictures. Like, you didn't tell me about that fact you gave this girl like a pep talk or whatever about talking to the police. It was like one word answers. Like, really? Like, that's the oldest trick in the book. Like, Touch is the worst cop ever. Like, he
went from the smartest to the dumbest, like quick.
A dope fiend. You know what I mean? He's the worst cop to like have as a friend, pretty much. Like, you go, like, you would think that you would be able to go to Touch and be like, man, like, Touch, what do we do? Leave town. Like, okay, we could have thought of that, bro. Like, we need your help, man.
While this is going on, Joe's told Leon and Kathy to get rid of the Porsche. I mean, was it a Lamborghini or a Porsche?
Lamborghini.
Tells them to get rid of it, throw it in the ocean. That's what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Leon lets Kathy drive. He wakes up, they're at a chop shop.
Yeah.
He's like, why?
She's trying to get her paper.
But he's like, this, we don't need no links. We need to get rid of this car. She like, this is the fastest way to get rid of it. They're gonna break it down fast. Not a smart idea.
It's not, because somebody gonna come looking for that thing.
Yeah. Right. But he's not with it. But she's like taking charge of it, like, yeah, I'm trying to sell it. The chop shop dude come out. She like, yeah, I'm trying to get 60 for it, 60 grand. He like, nah, I'll give you 25. And she like, nah, I need at least 50. And she like, he like, nah, I'll give you 30, 35. That's it. Mm-hmm. So he goes from being like the background to let me stick my chest out and make this deal happen.
Right.
He ends up getting the deal for 50 by playing with the dude.
Right.
In comes the sex scene, which I know you loved.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, bro, man? You know what about, if anything, what I mean? Like, Kathy is just super attractive. So, like, just her and him, I was just like, man, yeah, if that was me, man, this scene would have went on a little longer for me. I was like, cut, my leg hurt.
You know what's crazy? And I pay attention to little things. Mm-hmm. Does she got a man in real life? Because he was grabbing all kind of breasts.
I mean, it's acting, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen that happen before, you know what I mean? It's like, even if she do got a man, it's like, it's just her job to make that stuff happen, because he was all up in that chest.
Get your hand off of that.
Oh man, he was there. He was just like, yo, I love this day. He was all up in there. I was like, man, come on, breast, come on out. Yeah, she was looking good, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So they having sex. Then she noticed while having sex that the license plates have 2 different names on them. You don't know why they got those names on them, do you?
So I know Terry Bradshaw's number is 12. That's his, his jersey number. The other
Oh,
guy.
I forgot you a fan of these terribles. But so keep going.
Get the hate out your heart. So so pretty much she's trying to figure out why like he would have 2 different names, you know what I mean? Like two different players' names on his thing. Like to me, like that's not a wow moment or oh man, like I got it now. Like to me, it was just like, okay, I wouldn't even thought about it. You know what I mean? Because like you really had to think about it a lot in order for that to be like, because the numbers wasn't even on there. It's just the jersey numbers.
But you just deciphered it for me. For the fact that one of those dudes' numbers, it lets me know that both of them got numbers on that football team, and those are coordinates.
But it's like it wasn't even coordinates. It was just an address.
I'm saying it will be coordinates, and that's where the compass comes into play.
What you mean? There ain't no compass. That like the compass don't even matter because
he got the compass though. It's a sign.
What do you mean?
So if you got coordinates, right, you got a compass. You know there's a certain spot. Coordinates is for a spot,
right?
Where the money's going to be buried.
But the money's buried at the crib where the address is at. That's what they came up with because the number was 12 and 14.
And that was Joe's house?
That's just his address.
Oh, okay. I must have fell asleep.
Okay.
I think I literally did doze off by the end of this episode because I was tired.
Now there's a possibility that I just feel like compasses are a little bit like I don't know what type of compass this is, but to me, it's not like the compass is going to tell you exactly where the money is. It's just a compass.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's just like I don't know if the compass is going to find out something later on. I don't know why that was a thing, but like the actual money they look at and like, oh, it's hidden in the house somewhere. But then I don't know where.
I think I dozed off and I woke up and I was arguing with my wife about it. So I was like, what happened with the address? She was like, yeah, that's his house.
Yeah.
I'm like, whose house? Like, tell me, break it down for me because I didn't.
Yeah, it is. It's Joe's house pretty much the whole time. It's like the money has been at the crib. They, now they got to find out where in the crib, and they can't because the coroners are there.
Yeah, and the bodies were there, and the chameleon knows that they live there.
Right. But she don't know about. I don't think she knows about the money at all. She's just trying to get them.
She's trying to get them. So I'm saying they can't go there because of the coroners, because of the police, because of her. Like everybody's like if they show up, everybody's after them.
Right. I would have just sent Joe. I'd have been like, Joe, get that money.
Figure it out.
Because Dion can't. Like Deion Cole's character Joe, he cannot be anywhere in sight because Chameleon saw his face.
Yeah.
But he's the only one's face they saw, or the chameleon saw,
and his daughter,
yeah, and the wife I think too,
and the wife, yep,
yeah. So I was like, I would be like, yeah, y'all go in there and find that money so we can get them out of here. Yeah, I feel like I feel like next episode they're gonna get it. They're gonna find the money.
I can't argue with you no more.
Yeah, and that's just like we're gonna figure out. And now at that point, it's just like okay, the getaway game because they're gonna pop off. Like Chameleon is not gonna last that long. Well, she's gonna get popped out, and then Nikolai is gonna have to take over.
Can't argue it.
Come on, man. Give me some debate. You can say it's wrong. You can say it's wrong, man.
I still feel like the chameleon. I feel like still there's a double cross coming. She's gonna get her daughter back.
It's not her daughter.
No. She's not gonna get her daughter back. She's gonna see her daughter's living good, and leave her alone.
She's gonna find out that's not her daughter and pop Nikolai for lying. That's gonna be the end of the season.
I definitely think. How many more episodes is left?
This is episode 5. They try to do 10 at least, or
they
8.
Got 10.
I don't know. It's like it's weekly, so it's not showing the episodes. Let me see if let me see if they say it on here. Because it's gonna be 10 because Deion Cole, his name on IMDb, it says 10. He's in the 10 episodes, so it's 10 episodes.
So I definitely think the last episode ends with them finding that money.
They almost telling us the whole story, low key. Well, they are, but they are. I guess it's just like they added every time because the daughter's character goes up to number 4, and she's been in more 4 episodes, so that ain't real. Never mind. But Deion Coles does say 10 episodes he's gonna be in for sure.
Okay.
They probably just know it.
So I think the last episode is they find the money.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it's gonna end the season.
And he's gonna be like looking at it on the table, and then it's just like, yeah, I can see that happening too. But at the same time, like for some reason, I feel like this episode they're gonna find that money.
I think it's too soon.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know because you literally predicted exactly how this episode was gonna go, like step for step. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, man. But this show is I tried to get my mom to watch it. She wasn't rocking with it though. But I think it's because it's kind of funny. My mom does not do funny.
No, she don't like comedies at all.
It's got to be all the way. Whatever it is, if it's a crime, let it be that.
So she liked Ozark though.
She never saw it.
No.
Yeah, she never saw Ozark. But you know, she had put me on Sons of Anarchy. She likes Sons of Anarchy. You know what I mean? It's like she's just not into like if it's funny, it's got to be like old school funny. You know what I mean? Not nothing like what we just watched. That movie, she wouldn't give that movie 2 seconds. And Average Joe is a good show, but there is like comedy in it where it's goofy. Because my mom was just like, I think, because she saw the first episode and she was like, it's goofy. I was like, goofy. I was like, it's a good show. She was like, it's goofy though. I'm just like, yeah, but it's good.
Like she's right, but it's still good too though. Like it's slightly goofy, but it's good too.
Yeah, she does not do goofy at all. She's like, you know, if it's funny, let it be funny, like in a good, you know, I guess a comedic way, but goofy, she ain't rocking with it.
Get this up out of here.
Yeah, but I enjoy the show. I think people should check it out if they haven't.
Right, and I like how they leave us with questions on what this has to do with what, and I feel like we'll find out by the end.
Right. Yeah.
Because they got to connect all of these missing pieces, like that compass is not for nothing. Her driving that Uber and saying I figured out to get a way to get the money. That's not for nothing.
Right.
We got to come back and figure out what these things are for.
Yeah. True life.
But anyways, like, share, subscribe, talk to us. We talk back. We're if you there. Let us know how you feel about the show, and if you drop some comments, we will read them before we review them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know about this yet, or they just
don't care about
us, or they don't got BET Plus.
That too.
Yeah,
it's probably that too. Like I ain't paying for that too. Yeah. That's probably how they feel. Like I got enough apps. You ain't gonna keep putting me on apps. Hey, and I watched the first 3 episodes of Hijack. That's a great show.
Yeah, those were good. I was like, I'm still waiting on the. I think the other episode dropped already, but I'm still waiting on it because the last episode, like the bullet went off, and I don't know what happened after that.
Oh no, I watched the episode after that.
That's episode 4 then.
Yeah, I watched 4.
Okay, I haven't seen 4 yet.
Okay, yeah, it's good. It's good. I got a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
If we would have reviewed this, because I don't think it's gonna be long. I don't think the season's gonna be long.
It's gonna be limited because how long can you be on a plane?
Right, and they only fly for 6 hours, and I think they're on hour they got like 2 hours left now.
It was like the next season is round trip. It's like what?
It's a good show though.
Yeah, but for sure.
All right, talk to us, man. Say something.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.